Are you somebody who likes everything to be perfectly done? Like the bed sheet on your bed has to have no creases. Your clothes should not have any lines or creases on it. It should be perfectly ironed. Things should be put back into its place in the perfect manner. Are you somebody like that? Well, let me tell you. Perfectionism is actually a coping mechanism. This may trigger some people, but the truth is the root of your perfectionism is suppressed anger. Here's why. Perfectionism is the coping mechanism of a child who learned love was conditional. If you are a perfectionist, you like everything neat and tidy. You're driven, you're disciplined, you're ambitious, and you have high standards. But in all these positive qualities, you overlook a very crucial thing. Perfectionism says, I am never complete, I will never be satisfied, and I constantly need to prove my worth. Perfectionism might create great success in the capitalist world, but what it also creates is a lot of pressure. And what are the emotions that one feels during pressure? You're right, anger. Because as a perfectionist, you're constantly setting up standards, ones that you will never meet. In other words, you are raging, but you don't even know it. Now, this is a coping mechanism we learned as children. The story in that child's mind was, I am inadequate. I need to perform. I need to work hard. Only then will I get validation. Only then will I be seen, heard, or even loved. Feelings of inadequacy in children become perfectionism in adulthood. Perfectionism is like soft whispers in your ear that says, if I'm flawless, I will be loved. If I'm flawless, I will be accepted. So I was somebody who always strived perfectionism. Like imagine the door of your wardrobe is left slightly open and I just wouldn't get sleep until I got up and I shut that door. I would make sure that all the clothes were neatly folded, like as though they had just come from the laundry and put in cupboards. All the clothes in my cupboards had to be color coordinated. Everything in the house had to go back in its place perfectly. But I realized it was a lot of pressure. And then eventually what happens is you want to crash, you want to break because you're so burnt. But one day I did something different. All the washed clothes that were lying and waiting to be folded, I took it all, put it in the center of my living room, made a nice big pile. I went in the kitchen, made a cup of tea, left the utensils as it was, took that cup of tea, I sat on that big pile of clothes and I had my tea. Mind you, by no means am I encouraging you to be messy and untidy or indisciplined. But there is a very thin line. You need to be able to gauge, am I overdoing it? Am I disrespecting myself? Or am I creating healthy boundaries to make sure that I'm prioritizing my mental and physical health? What I'm trying to tell you is, it's okay. It's okay to have flaws. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to understand that not everything that you had planned will be achieved exactly like that. Accept and embrace your flaws. Accept and embrace your imperfections. Love yourself despite not being able to aim and get something exactly as you had dreamt of it. It's okay. Breathe. It's absolutely fine to make mistakes. So the empathy that you have for other people, I am telling you, have that empathy for yourself. Be kind to yourself and get yourself off the pressure. When you're constantly living under so much pressure, you are actually living in survival mode. Whereas you have the right to live in thriving mode. Living in the survival mode all the time makes your autonomic nervous system weak. What you need to realize is you striving to be a perfectionist is actually taking a toll on your health. Ask yourself, who are you trying to be perfect for? Is it your boss, your parents, your friends, your spouse, or society's standards? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.